Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, may I direct your attention to a couple of circus trains that we'll be checking out today. This is an early release from a now defunct company called K-line Trains. It was one of their early renditions of a Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey circus set. This one I think has a plastic engine in it. That might have been a mold that was used previously by another defunct company, Marx, M-A-R-X Trains. You may have heard of them if you're an older person. They used to be kind of popular. And then we have a second set. It's also a K-line set. This is a Nabisco in the theme of circus. It's the Animal Crackers train set, but it's cool. It's got some of the old cars and circus wagon cars and things like that. They're kind of interesting. I tried to look up a little bit about the circus wagons, which predated, of course, travel by rail, but just because they're all pretty intricately detailed when you look at them, but that's for another day. And then lastly, hey, we've got a circus tent here that's supposed to make noise and light up and all that, so we'll try to get that fired up. Anyway, let's have some circus fun. Did you ever want to run away and join the circus? Me neither. It's it never even crossed my mind. It's too many smells. All right, stay tuned. So here it is. This is the K-line set 1311. It's an early production set apparently, and the engine is in fact plastic. It's a cool set though, and it's kind of, I guess, one of their attempts at having something that was kind of a play set type deal, because there are cars, but then there are like little people and ticket booths and all that stuff. So for this particular instance, pardon the shadows here, Jiminy Crickets, but we're going to get this thing set up, get it oiled up and on the rails, and we'll pop it over here on what will be ultimately a Halloween layout, but for now, we also have our circus tent. I'll say. So this thing's kind of cool. You got people swinging, animals and stuff doing silly little backflips and trips and all that stuff. So this thing's working kind of cool. I could see the sound getting quite annoying quite quickly, so there's a nice little switch on this thing. You just turn it up if you really want to get annoyed, or turn it down or off. All right, so that's cool. Use that with circus trains, I guess. So let's get to the task at hand. I've taken out the Barnum and Bailey Ringling Brothers K-line set 1311. As I said, it's a plastic engine, smoke fluid, smokes really well, colorful, looks like a circus train. That's a good detail. But the bummer is, it's an older, never having been out of the box. I oiled it up and everything, but the engine's being kind of finicky. So rather than try to film something and do damage to the guts of the old engine, I'm going to just give you guys a nice look at this set, which is cool. And again, it's one of the earlier K-line sets as far as, I guess, circus stuff is what I've unraveled online. So hopefully that is, in fact, accurate. Again, sorry, hope to have it up and running. I'll shoot some vid later if it's something easy. But in the meanwhile, here it is. And then next I'll be digging into the other K-line Nabisco set here and see how that thing works out. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let's continue with our circus train theme and our poor lighting. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the K-line Nabisco K-1613, the Nabisco Barnum Animal Circus Train set. So as you might imagine, these cars have the animal cracker box look to them, so that's kind of cool. Got another engine we'll try to get rolling here. I don't know about this. We might be in another plastic engine situation here, but it does say die cast, so we'll see on that. And then, of course, you have your Nabisco branded products. You've got Lifesavers, which I don't think I've seen Lifesavers in quite some time. Huh. Oreos, and then your crackers and your circus wagons. Stick around. We'll get the engine oiled up and rolling and hopefully smoking and all that too. Stand by. Well, folks, I think this time we're in business. I will say, the engine, once again, is plastic. But this one actually runs okay and pulls pretty well. I don't know about you, but if this big old steam engine came rolling into town and just had the word clowns written on it, I would do whatever else didn't involve this particular train. Clowns. Okay. Here we go. We've got some of the circus cars. They're just plastic. But they've got the Barnum's animals. I guess some of the earlier, advertising they did, I suppose. And then the more recent versions that people know. I don't have much any history or anything like that on those crackers or the boxes, but you can look it up. You've probably got the device right in your hand. And then an oldie time, Oreo sandwich cookies caboose. So let's get it fired up, and I'll start up this annoying carnival set to kick us off to this tent. This stuff is just absolutely nutsy, isn't it? I'll say. Get ready for some. The clowns are coming, the clowns are coming. Alright. This thing should smoke. And this is one of the wacky things about these older K-line trains. They say they whistle, but there's like a separate thing you have to hook up. Like it's like 1930 and you're trying to get a whistle sound. It's one of the wackier designs. For something that I think this one is from like the 90s or something. Send in the clowns. Run for your lives, folks. Clowns. So yeah, here we go. Got a couple of circus trains on the rails. They're colorful, they're cool. They're kind of El Cheapo as far as a lot of plastic, but, you know, I think they did a lot of promotional stuff with the Nabisco and things like that, and then, obviously, Barnum and Bailey. So, the circus is in town. The smells. Enjoy the smells.